The Crown of the Balaton. The architectural history of the construction of Tihanyi Abbey in the 18th century. Nothing more than the remaining pieces of monastery walls and some bits of fence among them. An Italian military engineer wrote in 1651 of the Tihanyi building complex, the state of which had further deteriorated during this period. In 1701, King Leopold I donated the monastery to the Altenburg Abbey for 10,000 forints. Abbot Armand Reiser, however, did not have the opportunity to restore it. During Rakutsi's War of Independence, he was left without much agency between the Kuruts and Lohbont's armies. The construction of the Baroque monastery was begun in 1719 by Abbot Willibald Groschel, who first had the medieval church and monastery demolished. The works took a decade and a half. The new church sanctum was built above the royal crypt, and a new crypt was established under the three-section nave. However, in 1736, construction was halted by fire. Thus, Willibald's successor, Abbot Aggerston Leach, conducted the final phase of construction. This is how the western part of the church with its pair of steeples could be built in 1754, as well as the multi-floor rectangular monastery structure and the arched Baroque cloister. Between 1757 and 1759, the main and side altars of the church were built as well as that of the pulpit. The abbot, who had a penchant for finery, was at odds with his monks. A man of ascetic principles, Samuel Voida became the leader of those who opposed the abbot. Voida reported Aggerston Leach and his supporter, Archabbot Ben-Edik Shoigu, to Maria Theresa for their lavish lifestyles. But he was unsuccessful. After Leach's death, Voida became the leader of the monastery. He finished furnishing the church, the two-level sacristy was completed, and the organ, manufactured in Salzburg, was set in its place. Voida's acquisition, a clock structure, was considered to be a prize ornament of one of the towers in September of 1778, when the Bishop of Veszprém ceremoniously consecrated the freshly whitewashed church. The monks had reason to believe that there was a bright future ahead of them. However, they were in for yet more difficulty. In 1786, Joseph II disassembled the order. One of the most extraordinary secrets of Tihanyi Abbey, however, is that it survives all the challenges it faces, and a king's command is superseded by the grace of God. In 1802, the monks could return home to their beloved monastery.